Hello everyone, welcome back to Let Us Talk About It YouTube channel. I have here with me Miriam, the multi-talented woman, and she is a makeup artist and also a cook. So I have her here with me to talk about how to maintain a constructive business. We've had a lot of experiences dealing with customers, society itself, everything will knock you left and right. So let me just share my own experience with trying to maintain a constructive business. Listen, it's really difficult to build a business from scratch, right? Even if you have people helping you, if you have money, if you have the resources, but at the end of the day, you still have expenses like everybody else does. So I believe that for the customers, it's only respectful that you respect people's prices. Yeah. You respect people's, when people tell you the rules that they have for their businesses, you respect how their business is run, because I've come across a lot of customers who, I guess, always want a discount, you know. I know you told me a story last week, which I will let you share when we get a chance, but I've had experience where I tell somebody I charge a certain price for my services, and it's like, oh, that's a lot of money. But do you know that I have to pay for a lot of things, such as my website, my business email. I have to pay for just a lot of other things. I don't want to go down the list, but I'll let Miriam share her experience, and we'll just take it from there. So welcome her, everyone.
Hi, my name is Miriam. Like she said, I'm a cook, I'm a makeup artist, I do hair and all that. So today, I came here because she told me about the business area, how some people are not supportive or they don't understand how the business is running. So I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. I would love to share my experience. Like in a business community, if I can put it that way, it has a lot of facets, if I can put it this way. So, because you don't really know what the business owner is putting, the work, the money, the struggle, and all that. So, for me, if you have a business and I'm here to support you, I'm not going to ask you, can you reduce the price? Because I don't know what you've been through. I don't know the cost of your merchandise. So whatever the money you're going to tell me, I'm going to pay. And if I can support you by giving tips and all that, I will. So I encounter a lady in my cooking business.
God.
Usually I have a certain price for like a plate. For her, I made a price for her, and then she was like, "Oh, can you reduce the price?" Oh, I was like, "I can see what I can do." Then I told her the price, and she was like, "Okay, can you take this part of the merchandise?" And I was like, "Well, I already give you the price, and then take it out the part. It's not gonna be possible." And then she was like, well, this is why I don't really like to buy stuff like this and all that. And then I was like, let's take Walmart, for example.
Yeah.
When you go to Walmart, you don't negotiate the price.
No, you don't.
You buy whatever it is. So why you can't do the same with me?
Yeah.
So it was I would say sometimes frustrated position as a business owner. Sometimes you have the feeling that, oh, I want to stop, but just put in your mind that I'm not doing the business for those people. Let me target other audiences. So that was kind of my experience.
When you share that with me, I remember asking you like what kind of relationship you had with the customer. The reason why I asked that question is because we've all done it, right? When you start a business, you lower your price to a certain range that you're not making any money. And you're doing that because in your head, you think that lowering your price gets you more client, and you start doing all this math like, well, if I lower my price, I will get more clients and I'll still make the money I'm supposed to make. But we have to also understand that prices puts a value on your product, your and your business itself. I mean, I've seen some people who have certain merchandise, and I'm not trying to downplay anybody's business, but when you look at the merchandise, you can literally make it at home.
Yeah.
But because of the price mark of the merchandise, people respect their business and respect their merchandise. And I always say to the second question I always ask business owners when they come to me with this kind of situation, I'm like, do not mix business with pleasure.
Yeah.
A lot of times, the reason why people have the audacity to ask you to reduce your price, or they have the audacity to say, well, we're friends, or have the audacity to say, well, can you negotiate this price, and they start negotiating for like 30 minutes on the phone, is because somewhere down the line in the past, somewhere, I don't know, you have labeled them to do that. You have come into business with them with this, you're my friend, and you have come into business with them with a reduced price, and you're always telling them, like you said, well, let me see what I can do for you. What I have learned down the line is that I'm not seeing what I can do for you. I already did that when I was, creating my price. And I don't just, wake up in the morning and decide to slap a price on my business. I actually go through, it's a process. I've worked with lawyers actually to come up with a price that matches my purpose of the business. Like I'm a personal development coach, and my purpose is to help, those who don't feel like they can afford, the regular price of coaching. Literally people who don't feel like they're seen in low communities, or people who have financial situations and difficulties. So my price is very reduced. I mean, I've had to actually battle with my lawyers to have that price, and they've actually consulted me and said, Miriam, this price is just too low, but I have a mission and I want to fulfill that. So if you come to me asking for a discount on top of a discount price, then I might as well just do the service for free, right? And that was the Walmart, that's like Walmart, the Walmart situation you gave. So Walmart, I believe, is a discounted store. So that's like you going to Walmart and asking for a discount on top of a discount already, or going to Ross or these department stores that are selling discounted prices. But to go back to, what I'm trying to really focus on is that we have to be able to differentiate business from pleasure. You cannot mix business with pleasure. Business is business, and friendship is friendship. I had encountered a situation where I guess someone who knew me, I would probably say my friend, someone who knew me, and I guess an acquaintance, and she wanted a service, and she wanted a certain package, and this was about years ago, before I knew enough about business. And she said to me, well, we're friends, so why don't you give me a discount? I'm like, well, you can just ask me to do the service for free at this point, because it's already a discount price. And it takes a toll on business owners every time we have to give a discount, because we also do promotion, I mean, during the holidays and stuff like that. So those times do come. And if you want a discount, just wait for those times for the promotions to come. But just constantly asking for discount is not helping the other business owners, because again, like you said, you're not going to go to a store and be like, can I get a discount? No. So yes, do not mix business with pleasure. And I say this all the time. People are just like looking at me like if I have 50 hats. No, I don't. I'm running a business here. I'm sorry, but it's not a community service. And if I wanted to do that, that's a different situation, but it's a business. So I'm glad you actually used the Walmart situation. I wasn't thinking about that. But another question I have for you, which I also have the answer for myself, is that do you believe that, people ask for a discount in business because they don't know the work that you put into your business, or do you think that they're just acting out of ignorant?
I'll say that they do know. They do know the struggle that you do. Some people don't, but most of the people do know the struggle that you go through. I think when they ask you for the discount, they are basing on the fact that most of the people that ask you for the discount, if you go deeper, you'll see that they are your friends or like your close circle. So for me, I feel like they asked for the discount because they know you're the friend, and they know that you can do it actually.
And you've done it before, probably.
Yes, I've done it before.
So-
Which,
Yeah. So
yeah, so I've done it before. And then one thing I wanted to pinpoint is like, for us as a business owner, we have to, not only for a customer, but us, we have to separate the business from family and friends.
yeah, that's
We
another one.
don't have to target only the family or the friend circle. We have to go beyond that.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, when you put your price, and then let's say like you put it on the social media, Facebook, Snapchat, WhatsApp, and all that. If someone comes and say, "Oh, can you reduce the price for me?" You don't have to explain yourself a lot.
Yeah.
You're just like, no,
No.
that's the price. Just be firm, stand on your boundaries. Because once you do it, once you do it for the first time,
Do it
they'll
again.
come back.
And they'll tell everybody else that you're cheap.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I feel like as a business owner too, the fact that we reduce price is sometimes to attract people. We're
Yes, in
like,
the
okay,
beginning.
so if I reduce prices, she's gonna tell, or he's gonna tell this person will bring this person. But at the end of the day, you're the one who's losing,
Yeah.
because the time that you're going to put in the work.
Yeah.
For instance, for me, because I know I do this cooking
Yeah.
business. The time that you take to go buy the grocery, first of all, you take the time to put the list, all the food, the vegetable, and all that. Then you take the time to drive, take the time to go do the shopping, and then you come back, cook, clean, package, and all that. So if you reduce the price, who is losing?
You are, because I mean, there's just so much you're not charging them. What
Yeah.
about, I was telling you last time, are you charging for your gas? Are you charging for your wear and tear? Are you charging for the gas you're using at home? Are you charging for, the time that you just talked about going to the store and coming back and doing all that packaging? And again, like you said, some people do know and some people don't know, right? And since we're talking about how to maintain a constructive business, I want to get back to the pricing that you talked about. The reason why I believe a lot of people's prices are not respected is because they're not doing it professionally,
Yeah.
right? This is why websites are important. This is why marketing is important. This is why email campaigns are important. Because if you want to give someone a discount, I mean, you shouldn't do that in the first place, but
Yeah.
if you want to do a discount advertisement, you can send out an email campaign. I don't cook for business. I only cook at home and eat it. So I don't really know how, that goes, it goes when it comes to cooking. But, as for me, if I wanted to do like a winter discount, I can send out an email campaign and then say, well, we're running a 10% off from this month to this month, right? So you'll send out a code to people and stuff like that. And so they know that it's for that specific month. But if you're not doing that and you're just giving this person a discount, charging this person a regular price, giving this person a discount, you're inconsistent. You have already created a platform for people not to respect your prices because people talk,
Yeah.
And I even have the incident with, I do professional resume, right? And when people reach out to me to do professional resume, I have a specific price and this is what you get. Running a business is not easy.
It's not.
Working with people is not easy. Nothing in this world actually comes easy. So, and I think that, even though customers might not be respecting, your business prices out of ignorance or whatever situation it is, I think also the business owners have to take accountability for a lot of things. A lot of us business owners can be a little lazy. I know that I probably should not be saying this, but it is the truth. It's called Let Us Talk About It. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, like, a lot of us are very lazy. If you already have a website, you can just most websites provide this within the platform. You can go and create an email campaign and send it out to all the people on your email contact list, right? So again, the rope you give people is what they pull you by. My mom used to
Yeah.
always say that. So how you start is how people see your business, right? So I would say one of the way to maintain a constructive business is maintain professionalism when it comes to prices. And number two, don't do too much negotiation with
Yeah.
people because your price is your price. You either pay it or you don't. Because I will tell you this: everybody is not your customer, right? I learned that the hard way. See,
Yeah.
you learn real quick because you just went through this like less than 2 weeks ago, and you're sitting here telling me all of these things. I mean, I had to like fall down on my face like 300 times, if that's even a number, and for me to be able to even say this to you. So yeah, we have to keep professionalism. We have to, respect ourselves and the boundaries that we set. We have
Yeah.
to respect that boundary. We have to make sure that we're communicating the same information across all platforms.
Exactly.
And as you mentioned, don't mix business with pleasure.
Nope.
Family is family, business is business. At the end of the day, we all got bills to pay,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
As for me, I have a whole lot of bills to pay, and I also believe that in order to maintain a constructive business, you have to be willing to do something you have never done before.
Yeah.
You have to network, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know you're gonna shake your head on that one. So you have to network. Networking, I would say, is not for everyone. Even like I like being around people. I like networking, but sometimes I'm like, it's not for me because it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Networking can be like a full-time job, especially when you're starting out your business. You want to like expand, you want to expand your reach. You want to, mingle with diverse group of people. I've come to an understanding, and I've seen this actually, that a lot of people stay within the same community that they feel comfortable around. And we have to understand that when you network, it might not specifically be the actual person that you have met that might give you business, but it might be someone they know that
Yeah.
knows someone else that knows someone else that knows someone else. It's like a ripple effect. I've been at networking events before where they're doing the total opposite from what my business, is about. But when I show up, I always get that connection. And it's always networking events that I go to, and I'm like, oh my God, why am I here? Those are the events that I actually get something out of.
Yeah.
And yes, you can't be everywhere. Every networking event is not for you. But if you do have the spare of time, it doesn't hurt to show up in one that you feel like doesn't belong within your reach. And I know we also had this conversation, and I think that as a business owner, people should also surround themselves with those who would push you
Yes.
to do what you feel uncomfortable doing. Because I know you're not too fond of networking, which surprised me because you are a people's person. So I did offer to Miriam, and I said, you can come with me. I would love somebody to tag along. I don't always want to go by myself. And she was open to it. So just to say, like, always find someone who can push you, find someone who's going to motivate you, find someone who's going to, just let you know that at the end of the day, this is the process, right?
Yeah.
You can still have your friends that don't own businesses, but you want to surround yourself with those who do own businesses and who will understand what you're going through when you're frustrated and stuff like that. So that's another way to maintain a constructive business, because you can't do it all by yourself.
No, you
You
can't.
definitely can't do it all by yourself. And another way to maintain a constructive business is being able to take constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people don't know how to do that. I know you're good with it, because a lot of time I would meet you and I'll just talk your ears out, but you'll always come back with something, something. I mean, every criticism I give you is not for you to take, but we have to learn how to take which one works for us.
Yeah.
I want to see if you can share a time with me where you received a constructive criticism from someone, if you have ever, and how you took it.
I would say that I received the constructive from you.
Oh,
It was
thank God.
It was, I think, during a makeup session.
Oh
I
yeah.
was kind of,
Yeah.
I won't say struggling, finding like your texture.
Yeah.
And then later on, you called me and then you were like, oh, this part, I didn't really like it. It was like this. At first, I was like, well, I do this one for a long time.
Yeah.
What is she talking about?
Yeah.
Then I went back and looked at the picture. I was like, well, she's right. So I started to work on that, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna only do like a tap of my skin, my skin
Yeah.
texture. I'll come across a lot of skin texture, so I have to learn how to do each different skin texture, which at first it was hard because sometimes
Criticism.
criticism is hard,
Yeah, it
but
is. Believe
you
me, I
have to
know.
take it like in the
Yeah.
other side, like to build you
Yeah.
and then get better at stuff. And
Yeah.
then for you to be successful in business, like you say, you have to take those criticism, and then you have to get away from your comfort zone.
Yes, and that's
Yeah,
hard.
because being in your comfort zone won't bring you anything. And then talking about the networking, some people are actually afraid of rejection. Because when you go to
I
this
am.
networking
Yeah, it's
event, you're just like, oh, what if they reject me?
yeah.
What if this? What if that? What about you put in your head, what if they don't reject me?
Yeah.
And if they reject me, I'll still keep going.
Yeah.
So you're not the only person that I'm targeting. I'm
Yeah.
targeting other people too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that was the shit.
I actually, when you did my makeup, when I went to that event, it was everybody liked it. But if you know me, I'm hard to please.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she
So
is.
I'm very hard to please. Listen, people who sew my clothes are like, oh my God. Every time I go to make my clothes, people who've done my makeup see me coming and be like, oh my gosh, it's coming. So, but being on the other end, I know how important it is to give that constructive criticism to the other person at the end, because I know how much it has helped me.
Yeah.
And I know how much, it is also very hard to take it, because sometimes when it's your baby, when it's your business,
Yeah.
you're like, I know everything.
Yeah.
What is she talking about? But as a makeup artist, I mean, you guys are very artistic. So, you know, I don't even know how y'all do it, because literally, I said painting someone else's face is like really hard, because you get different type of skins. You have to find the right
Yeah.
moisturizer. You have to find the right everything. I don't really do makeup. All I do is slap a foundation on my face. So I don't even know how to use a contour,
Concealer. And then
concealer, something like
contour.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about those. I know about an eyeliner and a mascara and a regular makeup. So I really like hands down to you guys for what you do, because being a makeup artist is not easy.
Thank you.
And last but not least, I always believe that if you want to succeed in your business and you want to maintain a constructive business,
Yeah.
please do yourself and everybody a favor and keep working on your business. I know this is like very broad. Of course, you're going to keep working on it, but keep working on it, because your business, just like your business plan, is a living document.
Yeah.
You have to keep changing ways of approaching people. You can't approach me the way you approach someone else. You can't do business with me the way you do business with someone else. So this is, called learning your clients. And as much as we want to have a broad range of clients, for certain businesses, you have to have a specific audience.
Yes.
For me, I said this I had a Zoom meeting, and I said this to someone. She was like, "Oh, who's your audience?" And I said, anyone who fits me, and anyone who I fit, best for business, because there might be people who come for my services, and there's just that connection. And the kind of business I have, we need to have that connection. We need to be able to communicate and work with each other. As for you, I believe, anybody can be your client, because you're literally, just trying to add compliment to someone else's beauty. You want to be a part of that, that special event. You want to see the picture that they take during their wedding or their baby shower and be like, oh, I did that, And it's different because when you do someone's makeup and they're showing up in a place that big, honestly, it's on you, because if their face don't look right, it's like, oh, she did it, And you don't want someone looking at their picture like, oh my God, this makeup was terrible, So it's different. You literally have someone's happiness in your hand, And that's a really difficult job to have. So people just need to be mindful of your prices and what you do and the hard work that you put in, and you need to do the same on the other end. Do you have anything that you want to share with the audience today before we, leave?
Well, the thing that I want to share is, no matter what you are encountering, is just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going, never give up. If it's truly your passion, just keep going. Like you were saying about the makeup.
Yeah.
It's my passion. So I really love it. Never give up.
Well, thank you for sharing. I was going to say that she took what I was going to say. So yeah, definitely keep going. It's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It is. You have some days where you just get out of bed like, yeah, I'm ready to go. And then you have some other days that you're like, all right, no, not ready yet. I got 30 more minutes. I'm gonna lay down here for 30 more minutes. And you've honestly said a lot of important things that I think we can take from. And as I mentioned before, you're a quick learner. You are, because it took me years to get to the space, the mental space that I am at right now. With my business, in terms of just really how to maintain my business and respect my own boundaries, and for people to also respect that. So I appreciate you for coming on here. Again, everyone, welcome Miriam, the multi-talented, beautiful queen. If you want her information, please do reach out to me, and I'm going to put it all under my YouTube. This YouTube video, and please do reach out to her. She does a wonderful job. She's a cook, a makeup artist. I don't think there's anything she can't do, and she's actually an expert at all of them. Thank you so much for coming on Let Us Talk About It YouTube channel, and hope to see you soon. Bye.